Hello students, today we will learn about the inheritance of human blood group. Before going on the topic, uh, let us think over the component of blood. What are the major component of blood? Plasma and the cellular part. And the cellular part includes RBC, WBC and platelets. So beta, now when we talk about the blood group, then blood groups are totally depends on the RBC. This is the characteristic feature of RBC, and we know that RBC are some biconcave disc-like structure. You can see here a biconcave disc-like structure which I have made myself by a model by clay. So on this surface of RBC, some specific antigens are present, and on the basis of those antigens, the blood groups is decided. So let us see once that how the blood groups are present. So beta, so here we can see that suppose this is the RBC, then on the surface of blood, surface of these RBC, some antigens are present. Now we have to understand the possibility of these presence of these antigen. Suppose on one RBC, one spherical antigen, we named it A, and on another RBC we can present the B antigen, green colored antigen. On there is possibility that A and B both can be present together, so we can say it A and B both antigens are present like that. And on one possibility is there that there is no antigens present at all. So this is the possibility of how the human blood groups are formed. But before that, let us see that what are human blood groups and how they are decided. So beta, this is the PowerPoint presentation, just see it. So we can understand various things about it, that we know the components of bloods and the types of blood groups present in human beings are 4 types of blood groups. These are A, B, AB and O, and beside that all the 4 blood groups are present in positive, that means A positive, B positive, AB positive and O positive. Like that the blood groups are also present as A negative, B negative, AB negative and O negative. But how these blood groups are decided? Let's learn it. So the ABO blood group, as I told you, that present decided on the basis of the antigens present on RBC. Here the antigens are shown in two various colors, green and blue, and the shapes, the triangular shape and the spherical shape. So you can see the possibilities of antigens present on that. And remember beta, the antigens, the A antigen is actually chemical nature of A antigen is N-acetyl galactosamine and the B antigen is galactose. So what are the antigens? Actually antigens are some specific components, some specific chemicals which promotes the synthesis of antibodies in the plasma. So remember, for each antigen there is a antibody present in plasma. So if A antigen is present on the RBC, then in the plasma a small B antibody will be present. But how these antigen and antibodies are decided? So once so actually this is only the RBC, but and I have told you that suppose this green one is the A antigen and this one is the B antigen, then this is the A blood group, this is the B blood group, and if suppose both are present together, then it will be the AB blood group. And in case there is no antigen present, then it will be a only O blood group, that means no antigen is present on the surface of RBC. But we have to think that how these presence or absence of antigen are decided. So to understand the presence of these antigens on the RBC, we have to understand the mechanism of inheritance of these RBC. So beta, we know that each and every character have a gene by which the genes transfers the characters from generation to generation, and we know that each gene is present in one or more type of alleles. So here we can say that the alleles are present, 3 alleles are present for the ABO antigen, ABO gene, and this ABO blood group gene is specifically shown by capital I. Here the capital I shows the gene ABO blood group, right? And now the 3 alleles are present. You can see here IA, which forms the A antigen, IB, which forms the B antigen, and here is the small I. That means where no antigen will be formed, no sugar will be formed on the surface of RBC. And remember one thing, as we have seen in the case of Mendelian blood group, Mendelian inheritance also, like that only there are some dominant allele and some recessive alleles. So IA and IB are the dominant allele over the small I. So in this condition there are 6 possible genotypes and there are 4 possible phenotypes are present. But how these 6 possible genotypes and 4 possible phenotypes? Let us see. Suppose I told you that there is one gene I, right, and 3 alleles. 3 alleles. What are the 3 alleles here? IA, IB and small I. IA and IB both are dominant over the small I. So small I is the recessive one. Recessive allele. So this is an example of multiple allelism, because here only the one gene is shown, or one gene have 3 alternate alleles. So that is why it is also an example of multiple allelism. Multiple alleles, right? And so now we can understand that if IA allele is present, then that condition will be formed. But how this condition will form? Let us assume the inheritance of this this alleles. So we can see here that suppose 3 combinations, let us assume the combinations, because we know that there is a homologous pairs of chromosomes, and on each homologous pair the one pair of alleles are present. They may be present in more than 2 forms, but only 2 alleles are present when the zygote is formed or when the fertilization occurs. At that time, just see here that IA and IA, first possibility, then the second possibility IA and small I, this possibility can be occurs, then IB, then IB and small I. Another possibility is there where IA and IB both alleles are present together, and there is last possibility where no dominant allele is present. So in this case you can compare it with capital T. So the antigen will be present on the surface of RBC is A. Here also A, because it is heterozygous, and the small I is recessive over recessive, and the capital A is the dominant allele. So it will forms the A antigen only. Like that only it will form B antigen, it will also form B antigen, then it will form the AB antigen both, and that is why the blood group will be AB. And here it will form no antigens will form, and ultimately the blood group will be O. So beta, remember here you can see that these cases are the example. These 2 cases A and B are the example of dominance. The normal dominance we have understood as per the Mendelian inheritance, but here it is some different condition where both antigens are dominant and both express themselves. We have seen the condition of incomplete dominance where no dominant allele can show itself, but here both the dominant alleles express themselves as the antigens, and that is why the blood group forms as AB. So it is the example of codominance. So beta remember the human ABO blood group again shows another example, another deviation from Mendelian inheritance, that is codominance. First one was the multiple allelism, right? So and here it is dominance, the normal dominance. So that is why beta we will see the questions also. There is a question I have kept in that PowerPoint presentation. So let us see that again. Yes, so these are you can see here the table. There are 6 possible genotypes and 4 possible phenotypes present. So that is why we can say that Mendelian inheritance is different, which is not applicable 100% in the case of this ABO blood group inheritance. And you can see here that I told you that the Mendelian say this human ABO blood group is the example for dominance, codominance and multiple allelism. So how? Because IA and IB are completely dominant over the small I, and that is why it shows the dominance. Then why it is codominance? Example for codominance, because IA and IB both are present together, they both express themselves, and that is why it is codominance. And here more than 2 alleles are present for one gene, and that is why it is an example of multiple allelism. Just have a recap of all what we have learned till now. So the phenotype of ABO blood group, who determines the phenotype of ABO blood group? So O is dominant over A. No, it is not correct. Then B is dominant over A. O is recessive and A is dominant over A. So we can say that O is recessive, right? And the A is dominant over O. Both are correct options. Then which of the following statement is incorrect? Not correct. So you just see here that blood group is designated on the basis of presence of antibodies in the blood plasma. We know that the blood groups are designated on the basis of antigens present on the RBC surface. So here the C option is, we will choose the C option, and person having IA-IB genotype would show the blood group AB. This is because of which condition? This condition is called as codominance. These are some homework question beta, you have to try it at home. And these are some links for the blood groups. Very good animations are there. You can understand all the concepts through these animations also. So you can see these video at home. You can note down the URL and then afterwards watch this video at home whenever you get time. There is another question. I know 100% you all of having this question is your mind, that I have told about only the A and B antigens, that means A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group and O blood group. But what about the A positive, B positive? So beta, there is another antigen, the third type of antigen, which is called as antigen RH antigen. This antigen was firstly found in the rhesus monkey, and that is why it is called as RH factor. So you can see here, suppose this is A antigen, and suppose we consider that white pin is the RH factor. So this is A negative and this is A positive, right? Then suppose the yellow one is the B antigen. So this is B negative, this is B positive, because white one is there. Then when both A and B are present, then this is AB negative and here AB positive, right? And on the O, this is O negative, and here only one antigen is formed on the surface of RBC, that is RH factor, rhesus RH antigen, and that is why it is O positive and this is O negative. So beta, the inheritance of this RH factor is some different from this ABO blood group system, but that you will learn in some higher classes. So this is all about the inheritance of blood group in human being. If you have any doubt, you can contact me personally. Thank you.